Everyone, I'm Angie Bailey,
And I'm Aurora Newton.
and this is Ask the A Team.
Hello.
Hello. Well, this morning, if you see my little crooked smile, I was at the dentist's office, and as I was sitting there, it's amazing what the Holy Spirit will use to
It's so true.
download something or think. And I've had, if you know me, I've had quite a time with my implants that I got.
And we've even talked about it several times in the last year.
And so now I have like this anticipation of like, you remember the pain, and like even before any of it comes, you like tense up, you have a bit of anxiety just because your body, it's almost your body remembers what that feels like, and you're just like and I don't have like normal fears, anxiety isn't one of my struggles. No, but I was like, this is gonna. So I accepted the nitrous oxide offer. That's where this struck me. So forgive me if it's not. but I got to thinking about how we do that in our lives. We do it within our relationships. We could do it in our work environments. We can do it in any aspect of our life. When you've been hurt before or you've experienced pain in a certain area, how things start to feel familiar, even if it's a completely different situation, how you can anticipate that pain coming, and even your response in it can make it a whole lot worse, or you can make something out of nothing.
Absolutely.
Whether it's, you've been hurt in a relationship in the past, and then now you're in a different relationship, romantic, friendship, work, whatever kind of relationship, and then you go and like there's signs of like the beginning of the troubles in the previous relationship or whatever the situation may be, and then you kind of go in like this, you anticipate, you get anxiety about it, and maybe you even start to respond certain ways before. And we've even talked about this with our friendship, because we've had some friendships like, because we're both very trusting people, and we're both, and it's like, oh, somebody's like hurt me like that before, or somebody, and so it's like, Holy Spirit, like, teach us how to notice, okay, that is not you though. You didn't do that to me. I had this experience in the past, and I've gotten healing, and I've worked through, or maybe you need healing for that. You need to work through that. And then you have to remind yourself, this is not the same situation. I am not going to experience the same pain, and I'll just bring that anticipation level, that anxiety level down, and not, because really you can sabotage, situations and relationships just because of the fear of your past.
You really can.
Yeah.
And a lot of it, like you talked about with what you've been experiencing with your mouth, can be like a muscle memory.
Yeah.
That's a physical, like a tensing up, and your whole body is there.
Right.
But we also have that emotional memory and that psychological memory that comes through.
Yeah.
And when you were talking about that, I was thinking about, there was one time I was in a rollover accident, and we were fine. Like, we actually drove the vehicle away. We were four-wheeling.
Wow.
We drove the vehicle 2 hours to get back home, and we were perfectly fine. But to this day, anytime there's anything that is like an apparent crash, I'm like, it's just my response. Yeah. And even Clint, I hope you're watching this, my younger son, I'll be like, gosh, Mom, I'm not a bad driver. Yeah. And it's like, it's not you, but that is just a response. So I had been actively working with just that little, that's crazy, but that was like years ago.
Right.
It's crazy how our bodies and our minds respond to those things.
Right.
And we had a situation recently where there was a female that was offended, and someone that we love very much, and you didn't know about it. And so when you found out about it, my fear was that there would be this bring Angie into this with us and stand against that, that female, and that was a memory, a trauma from the past, and that's not you at all. I even told Angie in tears. I'm like, friend, I'm so sorry.
She
that
actually cried.
I did. I said, I'm so sorry because
Yeah.
for a brief moment,
You didn't know how it was going to go.
yeah, and I was responding out of that, and her opinion in this situation really mattered. I knew it would really make a difference in the future, and so. Like the enemy, really, I believe that the enemy and myself, we came together. We made an agreement out of fear,
Mm,
and
yeah.
and I was responding, out of that.
Right.
And so, we just really have to be careful what we make agreements with in
Yeah.
pain. Whether we think it's our own thoughts or whether we believe that, the enemy of our soul is trying to, come against us. Either way, we have to make an agreement with that
Yeah.
for it to actually play itself out.
Yeah. Well, and it even makes me think, was listening to something, and I'm not the psychologist here, so you can
I love you
fix
so
my
much.
fix my science.
She should be.
You can fix my someday, maybe. But it comes down to the fight or flight thing,
Absolutely.
which is fantastic. Like the fight or flight, that is something that our brain, God has wired us that way, to work because it actually protects us
Right.
in those times of there's a threat. What do I do?
Mhm.
The problem comes when when the threat is constant, right? And
Right.
it's all how the serotonin
And
and
it
the
gets out of
dopamine
balance.
and
Mhm.
everything is released in your head. So, and really there's many spiritual implications there. So I just want to encourage you, we both want to encourage you that if you've experienced that, whether it be in relationships or trauma, like a car accident, maybe some slight PTSD, an attack, anything like that, that violates your safety, like
Right.
any kind of way, to seek. We do sozo,
Right.
but to seek restoration.
Right.
Sometimes counseling is, a lot of times counseling
Some
is
form of
needed.
inner healing, prayer,
Absolutely.
always prayer.
Absolutely. So just seek that because it's not something that you want to continue to repeat in your life because it can really sabotage a lot of really good things that can come in your life. So
And forgiveness. Like,
Yeah.
a lot
Oh.
of times it's and
Huge.
instantly that was
yeah,
Angie, I'm so sorry. Please
I gotta forgive my
me.
dentist. No.
Yeah. It's not always
No, it's
associated,
not.
but yeah, it
Yeah.
can be associated with forgiveness.
Yeah.
As long as you're
No,
holding on to
absolutely.
that, that's going to stay with you,
Mhm.
and you're not going to have that healing.
And you can carry that over to other people. And that's the problem. I mean, obviously with the original offender, you want to forgive that too, but it's when you put that heavy, heavy burden on someone
Maybe
else
someone
who
else.
hasn't done anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, well, if
Good
this
stuff.
yeah. All from nitrous oxide.
Yeah.
No, just
I would
kidding.
like to be there while she was on the nitrous
I
oxide.
text her so I didn't forget because I'm like, I'm on nitrous oxide. I'm going to forget this. But it was a total download. So here you go.
So good.
Well, if this has helped you in any way or can help someone that you know or love, please like and share. And don't forget to follow Ask the A-Team.
Bye.
Bye, guys.